We've got a brand new officer gear system that has just arrived into the game, and here we are going to break down everything in this video on what can you get and how does it all work. So let's start off with what are they? Let's just start off by going through and showing you guys what you can be getting, and then we'll explain how you get them and how it all works. So with that being said, the first one here was the legendary, guys. We're going to go through all the legendaries, and then we're going to go through the purples afterwards. So the legendary for the ground units, this is an artillery based one, and we're just going to go to the max once you get it to level 40. But in fact, we'll start at level 1 because everyone will start at level 1. So officer artillery crit strike rate of 3%. So you get a crit rate of 3%, you get a skill boost of 3%, and you get troop damage resist of 3%. Now, once you reach level 5, you'll be able to obtain the sort of special, I believe it's called special attribute. So here we go. The special attribute, guys, for this skill here on the drone is it increases the officer's critical damage of this officer's troop by 6%, and of again a resilience of 3%. So again, if we go to max here, you'll see 24 across the board with 40% crit damage and 20% resilience. Now, this again is to assemble and level up your unit. You need to be having these pieces. Now, we can do a universal. So let's quickly do one universal. So we unlocked it with 10 pieces, guys. Now, to unlock the next one, we were to get to level 2, we need 5 pieces, and it goes to level 2. So it went from 3 to 3.5. Now, this needs to go all the way to level 40, meaning it's going to take a long time to level up. The way you can get these pieces, I will be showing you very soon. Obviously, this account is the test account. It has unlimited, well, 10 million. Technically, that's not unlimited, but 10 million right now. So again, obviously, I'm able to just go through and upgrade this as much as I want. So that's for the artillery. Now, moving on, we have got a painter rocket launcher, meaning this is for tanks, and it is an attack version for tanks. It is the following: tank load time reduction of 1.2%, and tank normal crit rate of 3%. Also, troop HP of 6%. Whenever this officer's tank troop eliminates enemies, increases its damage intensity by 1.2% for 8 seconds and can stack up to 3 times. Now, at max level, guys, it is a load time reduction of 9.5%, which, again, that's decent. We have a tank normal attack crit rate of 24%, and then we have a troop HP of 48%. Also, the damage intensity of 8% for 8 seconds and can stack up to 3 times. Again, you'd have to get to level 5 to unlock this bit here. Moving on, we have got a ground again, and it is an attack one. So this is more a versatile skill. So here is officer troop skill boost of 3%, normal attack boost of 3%, and HP of 6. Also, whenever this officer's troop attacks, it deals skill damage to a target, damage coefficient of 30. This effect can be triggered 2 times every 1 second. So you could basically, when you have this at level 5, you will be dealing 30 coefficient, well, 60 coefficient, because it's 2 times every second. Every single second, you're dealing 60 coefficient. Now, I don't know if I'm being crazy here, but that's kind of overpowered, especially when we click the max button. Guys, officer troop boost, 24%. Officer troop normal attack boost, 24%. HP, 48. Whenever this officer troop attacks, it deals skill damage to its target, 200. This effect can be triggered 2 times every second. You could deal 400 coefficient every single second. Let's just put this into context here. Whenever you deal the 8 seconds for a normal coefficient attack, right? It's, you know, now we're about the sort of 2,000-ish mark for coefficient. Anywhere between the sort of 1,800 to 2,500 on average is the skill that we deal at 8 seconds for most units, okay? This will be dealing 1,600 coefficient within the first 8 seconds. I don't know if I'm misunderstanding this, but that is broken. Now, don't get me wrong, guys, this is going to take a very long time to get to level 40, okay? Unless you're an absolute massive spender. This is crazy. Moving on to the next one, which I think's not very good, but we have here troop firepower of 3% and troop damage intensity of 1.5 and troop damage resist to 3. Increases the officer skill resilience of this troop by 6%. Now, at max, it's 24 firepower, 12 intensity, 24 resist, and 40% skill resilience. In my personal opinion, that's not too bad. It's still pretty crazy, but it's not too bad compared to some of these other ones, in my personal opinion. Moving on, we have got one here, which is damage intensity of 2% and damage resist of 2%. At max, it's 17.5%. A pretty decent one for the tactical knife. It's a balanced skill here. We then have got another one here, which is normal attack boost of 4%, troop HP. And then we also have got a troop officer skill boost of 4%, troop HP. And then finally, we've got troop firepower 4% and troop damage resist. Now, this is all for the ground units. You obviously have things like artillery specific, tank specific, versatile OP specific. So this would be better, by the way, on tanks, because it says whenever this troop attacks, and I'm pretty sure that means whenever it shoots, but I might be wrong. Now, we're going to move on to the air units, guys. The first one here is going to be Air Force Attack. Troop Firepower 3%, Troop Normal Attack Boost 3%, Troop HP of 6%. Whenever this officer's troop attacks, it slows the enemy troop by 3% for 4 seconds. And it can be triggered once every 4 seconds. At max stats here, it's 24, 24, 48, and then it is 20% slowdown reduction. Again, it's a pretty, like, okay. It's not too overpowered in my eyes. I mean, you know, the fact you can slow people down even if you don't have a sort of slowdown officer. Okay, I can see the potential for this unit, this specific one. It's decent. Moving on to the next one here, we have got troop damage intensity 1.5, troop intercept of 3.6, and troop HP. And whenever this troop is attacked, it gains a shield coefficient of 75 for 4 seconds. It could be triggered every 8 seconds. At max stats, it is 12, 30, 48%, and then it is a 500 shield coefficient. This one here seems pretty decent. Again, not too overpowered, unlike some of those ground ones. Moving on here, we have got normal attack boost and HP, and then we also got firepower and damage resist for the sort of balanced epic ones. Moving on to Navy, guys, we have got the first Navy legendary here, which is troop normal attack boost of 3%. We have got troop officer skill boost, and then we have troop HP. When this officer's troop attacks, it causes the enemy troop to become vulnerable, reducing their shield HP by 3.6% for 8 seconds. This effect can be triggered once every 8 seconds. So at max stacks, guys, you make them 24, their shield 24% reduced. Okay, so again, this is an okay one, but it's kind of just to go against ADs, and it's okay. Nothing crazy in my eyes again. Moving on to the next one. Troop firepower 3%, troop damage intensity 1.5, troop damage resist of 3. Increases the damage resist of this officer's troop by 3.5% for 30 seconds when it enters combat. So again, 25% at max. So kind of very similar to the skill we have right now with Madam Havoc, where obviously she does, you know, 30% when entering combat for 30 seconds. So yeah, again, this don't seem anything too crazy when it comes to adding on. Now, what I'm saying by these skills don't seem too OP or anything like that is in connection with the other things we have in this. Don't get me wrong, all of this officer gear to me seems kind of overpowered, right? But I'm just, when I say that this one don't seem that crazy, I'm referring to in consideration to the other ones we have. Yes, just having these on your officer is crazy enough as it is. So that's what I mean by that. So now let's talk about how you get them. So as you saw, you need these sort of pieces to be able to get them. Now, you can get the pieces themselves, or you can get universal pieces. So the actual pieces, say for this rocket launcher, are, you know, I need 10 of them to unlock it. Once I've got 10 of them to unlock it, and it's at level 1, I then need 5 to upgrade it to the next level. So as you saw here a minute ago, we done the universal changes. Now, to get these universal pieces, there is one way that I know you can get them from, and that is going to be in the VIP, guys. So if we go over to the VIP store, by the way, VIP like 20 something, okay? Now I can only see up on my normal account, I can only see up to here. This is a VIP 20, so anything past here is 20 plus. So you can get one piece for 1,800 gold, meaning this means, guys, if you're a very high VIP, so if you're a big spender, you can get 10 pieces a week, which means you can unlock at least one new legendary gear per week for 18,000 gold. already, for big spenders, that is really cheap, to be fair. But obviously, us smaller guys, we're never going to be able to buy this unless you are a big spender and on a high VIP tier list. Now, that's one thing I know you can get them. The other way to get them is, well, clearly, spending money. That's always going to be a thing in this game. So never be shocked when money is involved. So the next thing here, as we can see, guys, we have got the gear depot. So if we go over to the gear depot, it's very similar to the sort of opening of your other things, like the simulation for tactics. You've got the tactic simulation. You've got even just opening your units and all of that stuff. So you can gain these by either purchasing up to 100 a day. Sorry, I think it's every 3 days, like the other store. Sorry, it does say up here, I believe, every 3 days. It mentions it somewhere about every 3 days. So these are the different things you can get, guys. You could literally get the actual one that you select. So you have a wish list, guys. You select which you want on the wish list. So for me, I would not have that one on. I would actually edit that one instead. But then I would put, for example, you know, something like this. I mean, I wish you could just remove it completely. I mean, that would be pretty cool. But you have to have all 6. So you're guaranteed to have one of them. The way I see it, guys, is, for example, here you have your wish list. Now, on the wish list, here's the rewards. There is a 0.08% chance that you just get the actual thing when opening. Okay? Those are the odds. 0.08%. There is also a 0.08% to get 5 of these. Oh, they're actually all different. So you got 0.2% to get 3 of them. You got 0.5%. Ah, wait. So, yeah. Okay. So you see how this is 5 of them. I apologize. You got 5 here. So the all-seer drone pieces, you got 5 of them. You got 0.08. To have 3 of them, you got 0.22. To have 2 of them, also 0.08. Okay, maybe I was wrong. It doesn't make any sense. But yeah, these are the different sort of chances you are of getting these. Legendary, 6% odds. All of these added together do come to 6%. I think. Maybe. Potentially. Yeah, all of these together comes to 6%, hence why there's a 6% chance. And then so on and so on. Obviously, there's a higher percent chance to get these ones. But basically, you can buy up to 100 of these every 3 days. So it's going to cost you 3,600 to get one of them. That's a lot of money, okay? Now, you can get 1 per day from the daily missions. You can buy them with gifts, and you can actually buy these from the store. I believe they're actually pretty cheap. From here, you can get, for 9,000 gold, you can get 10 of them. So, not too bad, and I think that's the only ones you can get. Yes, you can get 10 of them for 9,000 gold, which, honestly, it's pretty expensive, but you know, it's a lot cheaper than buying, you know, one of them at a time for 3,600. You can get them for 75% off. The other way as well, guys, is going to be they have brought out this here. Now, this here, the way this works is obviously you get to choose what you want to unlock, and then you can, very similar to the daily special, that this here, very same concept, except you can basically do that now for the gear drops. So you have a % chance of getting some of this stuff in here, and yeah, basically it's just a much quicker way to unlock the gear that you want to get. Now, the way this will work, guys, is, for example, I'm just going to quickly use some here. Boom. I've just opened up all of these, and this is what I got. I got 1 single piece for 36k gold. I got 1 of these, 2 of these, 5 of these, 1 of these, and then just some other stuff. That cost me 36,000 gold. So it's a lot of gold, okay, guys? It's a lot of gold. Now, obviously, what you need to realize and understand is that those pieces are... I got lucky here with this piece to be 5, so now I'm level 2 here. It's going to take a long time to level these up, and even unlocking them. Now, I have 2 unlocked, so if I go here to this officer, I can place this on and equip it, which means I'm now going to be doing an extra 4% and all of this. These lower levels, they're not going to be too bad. Obviously, level 5 is when you unlock that special one, so that's going to be something. Now, here, I can put this one on. Obviously, I can't put this one on both of them. It's not going to work. So I can now put this one on here, meaning I now do, obviously, both of these combined on the same unit. So, yeah, long story short, guys, I think that it's a new thing that they've got going on, which is kind of cool, I guess. You know, understandably, it's kind of cool. But at the same time, guys, I think that you're not going to see too much of this in the lower tiers, but especially in Epic, where you've got spenders, you're going to be seeing some big changes in the amount of damage output and stuff like that. Crazy difference, in my personal opinion. It's going to be making Epic very hard. Guys, with that being said, this is basically everything you need to know about it, how it works, how you unlock them. It takes a long time, guys, to upgrade. To gain universal pieces, you cannot reset or dismantle. Once a max level, any excessive pieces will be converted into other items. So I believe at that point is when you get the universal pieces. So universal pieces are easy to get if you are already a big spender. That's why I'm saying it's going to be really hard if you're in epic tier, because epic tier people can basically unlock and then use these universal pieces every single week. So for example, right now, I've just upgraded this to level 4. Now I can upgrade it to level 5, right? Using those universal pieces. I've now have access to this, which means, let's see now, it's 10 pieces now. Okay, so now to go from level 6, it's going to be 10 pieces. And I'm just wondering how far this is going to be. So let me just type in like 100 here. So the reason I want to do this, guys, I want to see how far it goes up. I can go up to level 14 right now. Okay, we can't go 15 just yet, and I'm wondering if it's going to change. I can't go up anything right now. Okay, it's not letting me upgrade any further than what I've already done, so I'm not sure why. Maybe I'm missing something. Oh, it's just bad connection. Here we go. So, yeah. Basically, guys, what we've figured out, though, is it's going to take a very long time to upgrade these, even if it's over time. So, yeah, I hope that, obviously, you understand it's not going to be instantly that these people are going to be getting crazy high difference. But within, you know, within a couple of months, guys, you're going to see a very big difference here, in my personal opinion. I think we're going to see a very big difference. So yeah, let me know what you think down below in the comments. Please share this video out, share my channel to other people in your alliance, people in your server. I really appreciate all the love and support. We will also be doing weekly live streams here as well. They will be on Sundays, and on top of that, after every live stream, guys, over on my Discord, I do actually give out free codes to redeem online, so you can get some free in-game loot every single Sunday after my stream. So if you haven't already done so, make sure you join my Discord as well. I appreciate you all, guys. Hope everyone has an absolutely beautiful and amazing day, and I'll see you all in the next video. Take care, everyone.